TikTok. We got an interview with one of my favorite Paul Barron Network. This is Jake Auchincloss, all right? He studied government and economics at Harvard University, graduating with honors. He served in the U.S. Marine Corps, then returned to school and earned a Master of Business Administration, right, in finance from the Sloan School of Management of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, okay? I think this man has a little bit of background knowledge on financing and at least what this space may be adopting, right, when it comes to securities and commodities and assets of that sort, right? So let's listen to this man. He's very educated, and I'm just proud that as a nation, we did this. We finally got it right. We have a pro-crypto nation, right? Everybody from Senate to Congress to House of Representatives to a president, you guys. We did it. We are together. And when I tell you this space is this close to finally being complete, finally being adopted to where we won't see these prices. This is urgent, guys. Please pay attention, because a lot of people think that it was only Democrats who were trying to hold back the cryptocurrency policies, right, and regulations. Man, it was really both sides. We have overpowered. Check out the video, y'all.
Here, do you feel that a lot of lawmakers are looking at this right now and saying, okay, this is a major lobbying group. We're starting to see a lot more alignment here. What do you think the future of that kind of scenario playing out within DC is with what Fairshake and Coinbase has been able to do?
The most effective advocacy is use cases, is entrepreneurs, investors demonstrating that through building in the blockchain, there are products, there are services that my constituents can't live without. When those use cases begin to ripen and become widely used, then it becomes a constituency unto itself, because we want to make sure that our constituents have access to the tools and the products that they use to manage their assets, to pursue their creative endeavors. And that's what I always press the crypto industry on is, you got stable coins. I see stable coins. I understand the efficacy and the utility of stable coins, particularly as in international trade. What I want to see is more instances of empowering the creative class in particular. Show me how you're disintermediating big tech, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Facebook, through the use of blockchain. And I look towards Chris Dixon's Read, Write, Own as the pathway, right? The first era of the web was protocol networks that had a lot of great open source attributes, but also they had challenges in creating incentives for entrepreneurs to build in them, like RSS feeds or email. The second era of the web was these corporate networks where you did have incentives to deliver great products and services, but unfortunately you got a lot of abusive, monopolistic, and rent-seeking behavior, like from Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. And now the third era of the web, could be combining the best of both the protocol and the corporate networks, and that you create incentives for entrepreneurs to build within the blockchain because of digital scarcity and because you can have ownership, but you also have some of the best of the protocol network, open source ownership, and lack of monopolistic behavior. I want to see that demonstrated, though. I want to see Web3 use cases that my constituents can't live without. That is how the industry, I think, gets accepted by regulators, is delivering value.
Well, I think a couple of things you hit on there. Use case, of course, has been thwarted mostly because innovation has been thwarted by the regulatory framework that's been pretty much put down by DC. So I would agree with you. Once that we start to see that loosen up, I think the innovators are going to come out and we'll see innovation come back to the United States, hopefully, and get into exactly what you're talking about. Do you think that your current colleagues within DC, that maybe don't understand technology as much, maybe they were not completely aware of where blockchain is today, do you feel like they are starting to grasp it, or is there an education process still taking place?
Education process still taking place, and candidly, it's because the use cases that are most salient to most policymakers, and frankly probably still to most Americans, are, one, currencies that seem to be immensely volatile and not use suitable for units of account or mediums of exchange or stores of value. And two, like these esoteric curiosities, these sort of cat coins or NFTs and stuff like that. Like again, stablecoin being an important exception because stablecoin as a store of value in other countries has demonstrated its efficacy. Stablecoin as a medium of exchange for international trade has demonstrated its utility. Where are the other use cases, though? That's what we need to see. I want to see Web 3.0 deliver on its promise, and if it does so, I think it can flourish here in the United States. If it doesn't, that's going to be on the entrepreneurs and the investors.
Yeah.
We in the government should be ensuring that there's no waste, fraud, and abuse, and should be ensuring that the U.S. dollar remains the world's reserve currency, should be protecting consumers. But we shouldn't be trying to play favorites. We should give Web 3.0 a chance to succeed.